Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please take this problem. These problems are on water table. So in previous class we have discussed the effect of water table on bearing capacity, right? So in previous class we have discussed. So this equation we have discussed, where Rw1 and Rw2 are the reduction factors for water table, and also we have discussed the position of water table, and for various positions how the equation get changes, that is gamma, the value of gamma, that is the unit weight of soil, how it changes from dry unit weight to submerged unit weight. So we have discussed in the previous class, and also we have discussed IS code method of computing the bearing capacity. It is like a similar to one proposed by a VESIC, and some terms are being introduced in calculating the bearing capacity for the general shear failure as per the IS code method, and those are depth factors, shape factors, and one more is what? Inclination factors. So three factors are being introduced, as well as the effect of water table. The term W dash is also introduced. Okay, and also we have discussed. So yeah, these are the shape factors. See, these shape factors are being introduced in IS code method: shape factor, depth factor, and inclination factors. And for both general shear failure as well as the local shear failure, I given the formula. So these formulas you have to remember. Then along with this, how to calculate the shape factor, depth factor, and the inclination factors. So for the shape factors, different shapes of footings are being considered. So if the footing is given as a continuous strip, the shape factor SC, SQ, S gamma will be 1. And for the rectangular shape footing, the formula get changes for SC, SQ, and S gamma. These are to be remembered. And for the square footing, these values to be taken, and for a circular footing, these values to be taken. And in case of a circular footing, the whatever the width, that is a breadth, is given, that is to be considered as a diameter itself. And for depth factors, these are the formulas to be remembered to calculate DC, DQ, and D. This is D gamma, DQ, D gamma. And the depth factors are to be applied only when the backfilling is done with proper compaction. Okay. So with this much we have discussed in the previous class, right? So I think you all are taken this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming to the problems. So please note it down, this problem. A strip footing 2 meter wide. Right on. A strip footing 2 meter wide carries a load. 2 meter wide carries a load intensity of 400 kilonewton per meter square at a depth of 1.2 meter in sand. In sand, the saturated unit weight of sand is 19.5 kilonewton per meter cube. Unit weight above water table is 16.8 kilonewton per meter cube. The shear strength parameters are C equal to 0 because it's a sand, cohesionless, and frictional angle is 35 degree. Determine factor of safety with respect to the shear failure for the following cases of location of water table. So various locations of water table is given here. So it's completely visible, right? You are able to read, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please take this problem. After completion, you tell me. Here conditions are what? The water table is 4 meter below the ground level. Again, second condition, when the water table is 1.2 meter below the ground level. Again, water table is 2.5 meter below the ground level. Then water table is 0.5 meter below the ground level. And again, water table is at ground level itself. And use Terzaghi's equation. Use Terzaghi's equation to calculate the bearing capacity as well as the factor of safety. Is it over?
Yes, sir.
So I'll start solving this one. So first case we'll consider solution for this one. Solution for strip footing. You all know the bearing capacity equation because it is given as a strip footing. Right on. For strip footing, first you write the equation. For strip footing, the bearing capacity equation is given by. So can you tell me what is the equation for strip footing? General equation as per the term
CNC
CNC plus
QNQ
QNQ plus
gamma B
0.5.
0.5 gamma B into N gamma.
Yes, this is a generalized equation as per the Terzaghi for calculating the ultimate bearing capacity. And here Q is gamma into dF. As you know, here Q is gamma into dF. Okay. And also, since in this problem they are asking you to calculate the factor of safety with respect to the shear failures, and also various conditions are being given. The means the water table fluctuation is given in this problem. So you need to take the water table reduction factors. So if you introduce the reduction factors, what could be the equation? Means how the equation get changes, taking into account. I'll write here, taking into account. You also write along with me, taking into account the water reduction factors. The water reduction factors, about this I discussed in the previous class. Taking into account the water reduction factors, then we have a equation. So can anyone tell what is the change in equation if we get, if we introduce a water reduction factors? CNC plus gamma into dF NQ. Next.
So it is a strip footing same, so 0.5.
No. Okay, but water reduction factors, if you taken into account RW1
Oh, sir, RW1
plus 0.5
gamma B RW2, sir,
0.5 gamma B
into
gamma B
N gamma, sir,
N gamma RW2.
RW2.
So this is the equation you have to write. Then we have to calculate for various levels RW1 and RW2. Understood? Because various levels are given here. With respect to these conditions, we have to calculate RW1 and RW2. Understood? Very simple. Understood, all of you? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
All of you understood the problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. With respect to these levels, now we need to calculate RW1 and RW2. But before calculating the value of QU, that is ultimate bearing capacity, you should know the equation, this equation to be remembered. Then how to introduce the water reduction factors, that you should remember. Okay. Then also for the present case, means what kind of soil is given in this problem? Intensity 400 kN per meter square at a depth of 1.2
Sir,
meter.
it's a cohesionless soil, sir.
It means it is sand is
Sand.
given.
Yes,
Sand is a cohesionless, correct? Sand is a cohesionless. And
Yes, sir.
the strength parameter C is equal to 0, right? Is given. If not given, you have to take 0 only because it's a cohesionless. Okay. So now next you write for the present case, or for this case, C equal to 0. So when the C becomes 0, so what the equation changes? Therefore, the above equation becomes QU equal, because this term will be 0. Understood?
So gamma into DF.
Means directly you'll get gamma into DF, or you substitute gamma into DF NQ RW1 plus 0.5 gamma B N gamma RW2. This is the equation finally, because C is equal to 0 here. And also for pi equal to 35 degree, pi is given 35 degree. So for phi equal to 35 degree, and since the angle is more than 28 degree, is it a general shear failure? Yes or no?
No.
It's general shear failure, right? Since pi is greater than 28 degree, it's a general shear failure. Understood?
Yes,
Condition.
sir.
It's a general shear failure. If it is less than 28 degree, it's a
Local shear.
local shear failure. Okay. For general shear failure, again, for pi equal to 35 degree, what are the values of, because already this first term vanished, that is NC is not there. Only you need to take NQ and N gamma from, you have to refer the table. Okay, you have to refer the table, just a minute. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me for 35 degree, what is the value of NQ and N gamma?
41.4 and 42.4.
41.4 and
42.4.
42.4. So these values, two values to be taken. Okay. So you can take this one Xerox and keep with you. Okay. This is very important for your examination point of view. Okay. If given, you take it. Otherwise, you have to remember. Means you have to take this chart. Then, so after taking these values, what is the answer you get? Because RW1 and RW2 yet to be calculated. Only substitute these two values and keep QU. Tell me, in terms of RW1, RW2 you will get. Yes, tell me. What is get? What you get? What is the depth of footing given?
2.2 meters.
It's gamma into depth of footing. Is it 1.2?
Yes, sir.
Into
RW1
no,
0.5.
NQ value. How much is NQ value? 41.4
41.4
plus 0.5. Keep gamma as it is.
into 1 plus.
Into B value. Is it 2?
Sir, we have to write RW1 also, no, sir?
Here RW. I forgot to write RW1. Write RW1 here. RW1 right. Okay. Plus 0.5 gamma into 2. What is NQ? N gamma. 42.4. RW2. Then QU will be what? You'll get multiply this one. Is it 49.68?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gamma RW1 plus, what is the second term? Multiply this one. Second term.
42.4.
42.4.
42.4 gamma RW2. Okay, this equation. Okay, this equation. Let us call this equation number 1. Okay. Now here, look here in this equation, because in this equation gamma we need to take, and as well as RW1 we need to take, gamma also second term, gamma RW2 second term, and these are to be calculating based on the water table level. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Means first case we will consider. See here the various cases are given. Case 1, case 2, case 3, 4, 5, like this. First we'll consider first case and we'll substitute the gamma and RW1 and RW2 and calculate. Understood this equation? Any doubt here? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So next, go to the next one. Let us consider the first case, case 1 or case A. Water table is 4 meter below ground level. Water table is 4 meter below ground level. So let us draw that one. This is the footing, strip footing. Let us mark ground level. So ground level. Then what is the width of footing given?
2 meters, sir.
2 meters, sir.
Okay. What is the depth of footing given from the ground level? Is it 1.2 meter?
Yes, sir.
That also you mark it. Then after this one, what is the location of water table? As per the case 1, water table is at 4 meter below the ground
Sir,
level.
below the ground level.
So mark that 4 meter like this and draw a line. This is the water table. Understood this one, all of you? Any doubt here? Understood, all of you? Drawing?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what is this distance now?
Sir.
2.8.
2.8.
2.8. Shall I call it as a ZW2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because in previous class we have taken this as a ZW2. That is 2.8 meter. Mark that one. 2.8 meter. ZW2. Okay. So now once you've drawn the figure, considering all the datas, it's very easy to calculate because already you have kept ready equation. So ready-made equation already you're done here. So in this equation you have to go on substituting gamma and RW2, RW1, but you need to calculate what is RW and RW2 for various conditions. Okay. Now here I'll calculate first. ZW2 is equal to 4 minus 1.2, you'll get 2.8 meter. 2.8 meter. So since we have a condition, since ZW2 is greater than B, correct?
Yes, sir.
See here we had a various conditions. You just recall in previous case. See here, these conditions are given. Have you taken these conditions in previous class? At ZW1 0, ZW2 equal to 0 or ZW2 equal to B,
Yes, sir.
or if ZW2 is greater than B, what could be the value of RW2 and RW1? These conditions are given. Okay, so recall those all conditions. So if ZW2 greater than B, then RW2 will be 1. RW2 will be 1. So, and also here RW1 is also 1. RW1 is also 1. Hence, here, since this ZW2 is greater than B, there is no effect of water table on bearing capacity, right? Only if it is within a B. If it is within a B, then only it affects the bearing capacity of the soil. Yes or no? We have taken this condition.
Yes, sir.
When it is greater than B, it means width of the footing, water table is lying greater than B, then it won't affect on the bearing capacity of the soil. Here, right? Since ZW2 is greater than B, hence there will be no effect. There will be no effect of water table. No effect of water table. Also, the gamma to be taken as it is, that is 16.8 kilonewton per meter cube. Since this is lying away from the footing at a distance of 2.8 meters, also greater than B, and it won't affect for the bearing capacity of the soil. Hence, the gamma, whatever is given in the problem, see above the water table, what is the gamma given in the problem? Unit weight of water gamma. How much it is given?
16.8.
16.8. It is above the water table. Okay, that 16.8 to be taken directly, gamma. Understood this one, all of you? Now tell me what is the value of QU, because it is not affecting the bearing capacity of the soil, because it is away from the soil, away from the footing. So the gamma to be taken is 16.8. So we are already having the equation here, gamma here and gamma here. RW1 and RW2 already calculated. RW1 and RW2 are 1, correct? Understood? Understood, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
No, sir.
4,
See.
6.
1 minute. Look here. So yesterday we have taken this equation. With respect to this equation, we have calculated these RW1 and RW2. That's it. Okay. That conditions you have to remember. Since ZW2 is greater than B, it will not affect on the wearing capacity of the soil because it is away from the footing. It is beyond the width of the footing. If it is within a width of the footing, then only it affects the bearing capacity of the soil. Then you have to take the gamma as a gamma submerged or unit weight of saturated unit weight of soil you have to take. Since it is locating away from the footing or greater than the width of the footing, it will not affect the bearing capacity of the soil. Hence the gamma is 16.8 kilonewton per meter cube. So can you tell me what is the answer here?
1546.94.
Yes, 46.94 kilonewton per meter square. This is the answer. This is for the first case. Okay. Now, what they asked, have you read the problem clearly?
Factor of safety. We have to find
Factor
factor.
of safety, they were asking factor of safety for the load already given. The how much load is acting? 400 kilonewton per meter square. Already it is acting. Okay. So it is acting. Then what is the factor of safety? Because actually how much is the pressure intensity? This much is the pressure intensity. And load is coming per meter square is 400 kilonewton per meter square. Now, actual footing load. You have to calculate first actual footing load. Actual footing load, that is, you can take QA equal to 400 kilonewton per meter square. Then factor of safety will be what? Q ultimate divided by Q actual. That is a factor of safety. 1546.94 divided by 400. What is the factor of safety here?
3.86.
Yes, 3.88 is a
86.
yes, 88 or 87.
86.
Okay, right. This is a factor of safety. We are taking means 4 times the whatever the load is acting, it is resisting. Means this much pressure it can resist, but the load coming is only 400. So it is safe. Safe to take that load. Safe. Understood how to calculate factor of safety?
Yes, sir.
So likewise, the other conditions also considered. So this is the first case. First case we have calculated the safe factor of safety. Similarly, second case. What is the second case? Is it over? Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Or you want me to wait?
There is
Over, sir. Over, sir.
Over, huh? Okay. Let us calculate for the second case. What is the second case? Case B. Case B is what?
Water table is
sir
Water
1.2
table
meter
is-
below ground level.
1 minute. Water table is
1.2 meter below ground level.
water table is right. Water table is 1.2 meter below ground level. Okay. This is the second case. Draw it. Again, draw the footing. Mark ground level. So already depth of footing is given. Means it is. Shall I call it as a water table is at the base of the footing? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No? Because depth of footing is given 1.2 meter and ZW1 is also given as 1.2 meter. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so water table is here now. You mark here water table. This is the water table. And width of the footing is given 2 meter. That also you mark it. So I can call the water table is just at the base of the footing. It is at the base of the footing or below 1.2 meter from the ground level. So therefore, now you need to calculate RW1. RW1 is equal to, you use the equation 0.5 which is given in previous class. 0.5, can anyone tell? 0.5, 1 plus
So 1 plus ZW1
by
divided
D.
by D.
Okay, now since ZW1 is equal to D, correct? Because it is at the base of the footing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ZW is equal to D. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ZW1 is equal to D. Then what is the value of RW1?
1.
0.5, 1 plus 1. Is it
1.
Is it 1?
1, sir. 1, sir.
1. Correct. Similarly, RW2 is equal to 0.5. What is the equation? 1 plus
1 plus ZW2.
by B, but it's a 0.5 into bracket 1 plus ZW2 is 0. There is no ZW2 below footing. What is the value? There is no
0.5.
there is no ZW2 below the footing. Understood?
Sir, we have to write B now, sir. B is not same as a 0.5, sir.
No. Since ZW2 is ZW2
Okay,
is 0,
okay.
this term is 0.
Okay, sir.
Then this is 0.5. Okay. Now in this equation, just this equation, what you have calculated? ಈ equation ಏನು calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಈಗ?
So RW1 and RW2 values, sir.
Correct. Only left out is what?
Gamma, sir.
Gamma. Gamma can it be same as the previous case? Is it a dry weight or a wet, that is a saturated weight?
Sir, I think it's saturated because it's at the base of the foundation.
So here you need to take two gammas. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ,
Yes, sir.
ಇವಾಗ this is, I call it as a gamma 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So water table ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? At the base ಇದೆ. Understood? Water table ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Are you
Yes, sir.
understanding?
Yes, sir.
See, water table is here. Now, whatever the soil lying below the water table, is it saturated, means submerged weight? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಗಾಮಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ವೆಟ್, ಇದು submerged. But above the water table, whatever is lying, it is a dry weight.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Then we have to take this gamma 1 separate and gamma 2 separate. Understood? So gamma 1 to be taken here, first one, because it is a surcharge in equation. If this gamma submerged, this is for the wedge portion. Wedge portion means this is the wedge. In while deriving equation, we have taken the third term from the wedge. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This term is second term. This term is third term. In second term, we have to take the dry weight. Third term, we have to take the wedge weight. Wedge weight means this, whatever the soil lying beneath the footing, that weight is a submerged weight. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll write gamma equal to 16.8 already given per meter cube. This is first term, that the surcharge term. This is for 1 minute. This is for surcharge term. Surcharge term means in this case the surcharge term is this itself is a surcharge term. Okay, then directly you have to take gamma. And because why you have to take this as it is? Because the surcharge soil is surcharge soil is situated above the water table. Understood? Why I have taken this one?
Yes, sir.
For the second term, for the surcharge term, the gamma to be taken 16.8. Next, for the wedge term, wedge ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು failure term. ತಿಳಿತಾ? For the wedge term means third term. This is called wedge term. For the wedge term, use gamma equal to 19.5. What is the gamma given? See, what is the saturated unit of the gamma given in the problem? How much to be taken saturated weight?
19.5.
Since that soil, that wedge soil is lying into the water, yes or no? This water table ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so 19.5 you to take. Since the wedge soil is situated below water table. Any doubt here? Please ask. Any doubt here? No doubt?
No, sir.
All for all?
Sir, no doubt.
No, sir.
If you
No, sir.
can write in the comment box if you understood clearly. If you all have understood, you write understood. If not, you tell not understood. Write in the comment box, I'll check. Many of you understood. All of you write. Only 5. Okay, right. Now, with this, we'll substitute in the equation. Okay, we'll substitute in the equation. So we have an equation QU equal to, that equation is substitute. What is that equation?
49.68
into
Gamma rho
gamma 1
gamma 1 RW1 plus
1 plus 42.4
42.4
gamma 2 RW2.
Correct. So this is I'll just make a correction here. Just I'll write this as a gamma 1 and this is a gamma 2. Then you will understand. This is for the second term. This is for the third term. And understood means understand. Try to understand here. Gamma 1 is nothing but surcharge weight. Gamma 2 is nothing but the wedge term. Okay. Now substitute here. QU and tell me the answer.
1248.024.
248.
Yes, sir, it's correct.
Correct, no? Yes, good. This is the answer we get. Then it's easy to calculate factor of safety. Already load is given. This much is it is resisting when the water table is considered below or at the base of the footing. The 1848 divided by 400. So what is the answer? Factor of safety?
3.12.
Yes, correct, exactly. Understood all of you? Second case. So this kind of problems you may expect in exam. So can you solve case number 3? Can you solve case number 3? I'll give you answer later. Just try it. Water table is, what is the case number 3? Water table is
2.5 meters below ground level.
Water table is 2.5 meter below ground level. Okay. Then you draw the figure for this one and try it. This is the ground level. This is the width of footing, that is 2 meter. Then mark here, I'll mark here. Means it is the depth of footing is how this much. This much is the depth of footing, 1.2 meter. It's given already. It's 1.2 meter, but water table is 2.5 meter below ground level. This is a water table. This is water table. After this, just for your sake of understanding, what you have to do is here. First, I'll mark this one, this line, and I'll call this as a B because with respect to B only we are deciding the value of ZW1 and RW1 and RW2. Let us call this as a B only. Understanding? Means the depth beyond B, then we will not take into account that effect. But if it is lying within a B, then only we have to take into account. So can anyone tell? This is shall I call it as ZW2?
Yes, sir. 1.3.
Yes, this is
1.3.
ZW2. Okay. If the ZW2 ಆದರೆ, what could be the value of this one? ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ?
Sir, I'll give. The saturation ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ sir ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, this is the water table, but the depth here we are taking is a B. B is how much? 2 meter.
0.7, sir.
Yes, correct. 0.7. And this is 1.3. 1.3 ZW2 1.3. Okay. So because the whatever the value of RW1 and RW2 we are considering, that is with respect to the depth below the footing, that is to be taken equal to or less than B. If it is beyond B, then we are not taken into account the effect that we have seen in the first case. Okay. Now calculate a separate ZW2 value here. ZW2, calculate ZW2, that is 2.5 minus 1.2, we'll get 1.3 meter. So is it less than B or greater than B?
Less than B, sir.
So since it is less than B, the effect of water table to be considered. If it is more than B, then we will not take into account. Understood? So since it is less than B, therefore RW1 will be 1. Understood? RW1 is 1. Just a minute, solve this one. Let's solve it. What is the value of RW2? RW2, it's a 0.5. 1 plus, what is the value? What is the answer? RW2?
0.96.
0.96. Huh? Check this.
0.825.
Point
0.825.
0.825.
0.825. Okay. RW1 is 1. Then. Now again, for the surcharge term, again same for, means above water table you have to check. For the surcharge term is this above water table, whatever the soil is lying, gamma 1. For the surcharge term, what could be the value of gamma?
19.5.
Surcharge term above water table, it's 19.5.
The 16.8, sir.
16.8 kilonewton per meter cube. And for the wedge term, means above water table we are considered. Above water table up to how much? Tell me.
Sir, 1 second, please tell, sir.
Huh?
1 second, ಅದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ಏನು?
ಅದು above the water table ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ.
Above water table, whatever the soil is lying, means up to the base, it's a means here dry weight gamma 1. Understood? Above water table is dry weight.
Sir, then gamma 2 is 19.5 only.
Directly we cannot take 19.5 here. So since it is lying in between, means it is at the center of the B, almost this depth if we are considered, this depth, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
This depth
Yes, sir.
is It is not here. The water table is not here. It is in between. Then partly it is moist, partly submerged. ಇದು ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇದು. ಆರ್ ಯು ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್?
Yes, sir.
ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್, ಇದು ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಬೇಸ್ ವರೆಗೆ ಡ್ರೈ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ತಿಳಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ?
Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ವೆಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ ವೈ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಎವರೇಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಮಾ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಬಟ್ ಅಬೋವ್ ದ ಬೇಸ್ is be dry wet. So for the wedge term, right, for the wedge term, gamma will be taken as average unit weight of soil situated below the footing level. Okay, write on this one. For the surcharge term, take gamma 1 16.8 kilonewton per meter cube, and for the wedge term means we get up to the base is a surcharge. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಸರ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದು gamma 1, below is gamma 2, this one. But this gamma 2 be taken average weight. ಇದೇನು wedge term ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, this is a moist, and up to here below the water table it is a completely submerged in water. Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then the footing level after this one. Since the soil, right here, it's very important. Since the soil up to depth B, right, up to depth B, below the footing is partly above water table. Since the soil up to depth B below the footing is partly above water table and partly below water table. Is it clear? Yes, up to depth B to consider madlidevi, but the water table is at the middle. Some of the soil is above water table, some of the soil is below water table. Then we have to take the average of this one. This term is a wedge term. For the wedge term, you have to take the average gamma. So gamma average, ಇವಾಗ gamma average ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕದು. That is gamma 2 equal to gamma average. How it can be made average? You take 16.8. ಈಗ ಇದು above, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಸರ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then we have to take this 16.8, this to be taken. 16.8 into 1.3 surcharge. Then plus ಇವಾಗ ಇದೇನಿದೆ, ಬಿಲೋ ಏನಿದೆ, ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ರಿ ಇದು, ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೇಟ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ, ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 19.5 into at what depth? How much depth is there? 19.7. Correct. 0.7 divided by 1.3 plus 0.7. Then it becomes the average. What is the answer?
17.7.
17.74.
Yes.
Five.
Correct. This is the answer. Now you substitute. How about equation? Tell me what is the value of QU? QU what?
1455.5.
1455.5.
5.
No. Tell me factor of safety.
3.63.
3.63. Correct. This is the answer. Understood it? All of you? Why are taken average?
Yes, sir.
ಈಗ ಅದಷ್ಟು ತಿಳಿತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. I'll repeat it once again. Try to understand. this water table is lying in between, that is, we consider the total depth as a B. If it is beyond B, see here, in previous, you just recall the cases what we have discussed in the earlier classes. If it is greater than B, then RW2 will become 1. But if it is greater than B, there is no, if that water table will not affect the bearing capacity of the soil that we have discussed in the first case. So since it is lying at the center, we need to take the average gamma. You cannot take only one gamma. Below water table, 1 gamma. Above water table, 1 gamma. Then you have to make the average of that one. That will be the total unit weight of the soil for the wedge term, only for the wedge term. That is third term. I hope you understood, all of you.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
can you
sir.
solve the other cases, other 3 cases? That is, water table is at 0.5 meter below the ground level. Then there also you have to make the average. And water table is at the ground level itself. Can you solve these up? 3 cases or 2 cases? 2 cases. Can you solve? Take it as assignment. Is it okay?
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, please take
Yes,
it as
sir.
assignment. So you want answers to check
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
and take the answer for the third case.
Yes, sir.
You write down. I'll give you here. Case number 3 or 4.
4, sir.
4.
Four, sir.
Case D.
4, sir.
Yes, for the fourth case, I'll give directly the QU. QU will be 1060 kilometer per meter square, and
ಟ್ರಕ್ ಆಗೈತಿ
ಹೌದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನೋಡು.
ಹಾ
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ದಾಗ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಣ.
ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿನ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್
ಹೌದಾ? ಒಂದ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೀವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಂತೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಯಾರ ಸರ್. ಲೀವ್ ಆಗೋಣ.
ಲೀವ್ ಆಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ.